Okay, let's start our lecture with the name of Allah, who is most beneficent and merciful. A very warm welcome to all of you in your computer class. Today is your lecture number 2, and today the date is 19/04/2021. I'm your computer teacher, myself, Ms. Rabia. Okay, in today's lecture, we are going to learn about system unit, components of system unit, motherboard, components attached to motherboard, and processor. But before starting this, I want to ask some questions from you from the previous lecture. Noor Sahar, you tell me what are input devices?
Yes, ma'am. Input devices. Ma'am, input devices what are? जैसे हमारा माउस है. Ma'am, mouse.
Okay, mouse is the correct answer, but tell me what are input devices? What are they used for?
Ma'am, enter data.
Very good. They are used to enter
Data.
data. Very good. Okay, Mariam Shehbaz.
Yes, ma'am.
Mariam Shehbaz.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mariam, you tell me
Yes.
what are output devices?
Show the results.
To show the results, can you tell me some examples of output devices?
Yes. Yes, monitor.
Monitor, very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Roshan.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam, Roshan. Can you tell me about some storage devices?
Storage devices
Yes.
are used to hold data and instructions permanently.
Yes. And tell me some examples of storage devices.
USB,
Good.
hard disk, floppy
Yes.
disk.
Very good. Very good, Roshan. That's all. Okay. Okay, now let's start our today's lecture. In today's lecture, first topic is system unit. Let's see the definition. A system unit is a rectangular box which contains different components of a computer. Dear students, you are watching a picture on your screen of system unit. Beside this definition, system unit is a box. It is present. It is present with your computer screen, with your monitor. It is a rectangular shape box which contains different components of a computer, just like different components: hard disk, floppy disk, hard drives, power supply, RAM, ROM. These are the different components that are present into your system unit. It protects the parts of the computer from dust and damage. So you see there are some parts we can't place them openly. So we put them in a box for their protection. So this box is called system unit. There are some components that are present into system unit. We will read them one by one. The first component is power supply. When you turn on your computer, it switch on with the help of a power supply. So what is a power supply? It converts one form of electrical energy to others. And this power supply is present in the system unit. You can see the picture of this power supply on your screens. Next one is motherboard. This motherboard is also present into the system unit. Sometimes you see when we open our system unit, you can see a green color board, this square shaped board. This is called motherboard. It is very important board in our system unit. All the computer components are plugged or connected with it. We will read about motherboard in next topic. The next is example is graphic cards. Graphic cards are also present in your system unit. So what they do? You see these images on your screens. You are seeing these images with the help of graphic cards. If there is no graphic card, generate any output images to the screen. Display, we must have a graphic card. Graphic card, without graphic card, we cannot are made by the process. It is a green color rectangular chip. It is temporary storage area and holds data before and after processing. Dear students, RAM is also a memory device. We store data in it, but the data stores in it is temporary. Temporary means if you store something into the computer and then you switch off your computer. After some time, you again switch on your computer. You cannot see that data, previous data, because the data has lost, because temporary memory. RAM is a temporary memory and it can't hold data permanently. We will also discuss this in the next topic. We will discuss its further detail in next topic. Next is hard disk. So what is hard disk? Hard disk is a permanent storage device. Like RAM is a temporary storage device. We cannot see data after we switch off the computer, but hard disk is a permanent storage device and we can again see or search our data after we switch off our computer. It stores and provides quick access to large amount of data. We can store a large amount of data into our hard disk. Hard disk is also present into system unit. And the next component is CD or DVD drive. You all see this drive into your laptops or your computers. A compact disk drive or a CD drive is a device that lets you access a compact disk from a computer. So you see, we put a compact disk into CD drive. Many modern CD drives also support other types of disk, including DVDs. So CD and DVDs are used to transfer data from one computer to another computer, and CD and DVD drive is used to play CD and DVDs. So let's take a quick review of this topic. A system unit is a rectangular box which contains different components of a computer. It protects all the components of the computer from dust and damage. We have different components that are present in system unit like power supply, motherboard, graphic cards, processor, RAM. RAM means random access memory, hard disk, CD and DVD drives. So these are all the components that we store into the computer. So this is all about our first topic. Now let's see our second topic. Dear students, our next topic is motherboard. As we have read that motherboard is also placed into our system unit. So what is a motherboard? Motherboard is a circuit board. You can see its picture on your screens. A motherboard or system board is the main circuit board of the computer. It is the main circuit board of the computer. It is the backbone of the computer. All the computer components are plugged or connected with it. It is encased in the system unit. Okay, a motherboard is a system board. All the computer components are plugged with it. So there are a lot of computer components that we are plugged with it. Plugged means we are connected with it. Plugged means to connect. Just like if we want to connect a processor, it is connected on the motherboard. As I have told you, processor is the brain of the computer, and it is also attached to the motherboard. Then there are some input and output devices. Like if you want to attach a mouse, you will attach it with the motherboard. If you want to attach a web camera, you will also attach to the motherboard. If you want to attach a microphone or keyboard or printer or any input or output device, you will attach these devices with the motherboard, and motherboard is present in the system unit. Okay, so we attach processor and input output devices, and then memory chips, RAM and ROM. RAM and ROM are also attached with it. What are RAMs and ROMs? We will further discuss in the next topic in detail. The next is expansion cards. Expansion cards are also attached with the motherboard. Next is storage devices. Storage devices are also attached with the motherboard. Storage devices, like if you want to attach a USB drive or a floppy disk or a CD drive, DVD drive, you will attach it with the motherboard. So these are the components that attach to the motherboard. Let's take a quick review of this topic. A motherboard or a system board is the main circuit board of the computer. It is the backbone of the computer. All the computer components are plugged or connected with it. It is encased in the system units. So there are some components that we can attach to the motherboard. What are these components? Processor, input-output devices, memory chips, RAM, ROM, expansion slots, and storage devices. All these things are connected to the motherboard. There are some also other devices that can connect it to the motherboard. These devices are called peripheral devices. And what are these devices? Devices that are connected externally through cables to the system unit are known as peripherals. What is this word? Peripherals. Peripheral devices are those devices which we connect to the computer externally. You see, there are some devices that are connected to the computer internally, just like processor is connected internally, and memory slots like RAM, ROM, expansion slots, these are also connected internally. But if we want to connect a USB, we will connect it externally. But USB is not a peripheral device, because peripheral devices are those devices which we connect through cables. Just like our mouse, we connect it through the cable. Just like our printer, we also connected it to the cable, but externally. Just like keyboard, it is also connected to the motherboard. There are some other examples like headphones. Headphones are also connected to your computer externally. Speakers are also connected to your computers externally through a wire. Keyboard is also connected to your computer through a wire, and then is mouse. So students, you have write this point on your sticky notes, page number 8. Students, write page number 8. Activity. Write the names of peripheral devices which are attached with your mouse. So here is an activity. You will write it on your books after this lecture. So you have to write 4 peripheral devices names. So what are peripheral devices? I have told you earlier, like mouse, keyboard, speakers, and headphones. Noted this point on your sticky notes? Have you noted them? Hussein, Ramin, have you noted it? Okay. Now let's see our last topic. Our next topic is processor. So processor is the brain of a computer. Like we have a brain and we think and take decisions with our brain. Same like this, computer thinks and take decisions with the help of a processor. Processor is a small chip. It is made of silicon. A processor is the brain of the computer. It is a silicon chip. Silicon is the type of a material like plastic and other materials. It is also a material fixed on the motherboard. All calculations and decisions are made by the processor. It executes. Executes means run. It runs all the instructions and process data. It is also known as central processing unit. Okay, it is also known as a central processing unit. So you called, sometimes you called system unit CPU. System unit is not a CPU. System unit is only a rectangular box. It is called system unit. CPU is the processor. This small chip is called CPU. Okay. Don't say it again that the system unit is CPU. System unit is not CPU. It is only a system unit. CPU is the processor, that is the brain of the computer. Next, we have CPU. There are 2 main components of a CPU or a processor. What are these components? ALU, arithmetic and logic unit, and the next is CU, control unit. So first of all, we will read about these 2 terms, arithmetic and logic unit, and then control unit. Arithmetic and logic unit, all mathematical problems are solved in this portion of the processor. So dear students, if you assign a task to the computer that 2 into 3 is equal to, what is the answer of 2 into 3? So the question goes to the processor. Processor will start thinking, and this part, ALU, arithmetic and logic unit part, this part will start processing about this question. So arithmetic and logic unit further divides into 2 parts. The first one is AU. AU means arithmetic unit, and the second one is logic unit. If you have given addition, subtraction and multiplication and division questions, then it will go to the arithmetic unit. If you give questions about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, it will go to the arithmetic unit. And if you give questions that are in the form of true or false, that you will compare 2 quantities like 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Is this true or false? Then This conditional question will go to logic unit. Okay. We have arithmetic and logic unit to solve problems. And we have further two units, arithmetic unit and logic unit. Arithmetic unit will perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And logic unit will compare two quantities and gives answer in the form of true or false. So this is the first component, arithmetic and logic unit. Then we have the second component, that is CU. It controls the processing of data. Control unit, like you can understand through its name, control unit. Its main job is to maintain the sequence of instructions to be processed. It works like a traffic policeman who controls the movement of vehicles and maintains the flow of traffic to avoid accident. Just like a policeman is standing there to control the traffic. It allows the traffic to pass one by one. Same like this control unit allows our instructions if we have given more than one instruction. If we have given 10 instructions to the computer at a time, then the control unit will tell the processor which instruction will come first and then which instruction will come second, third, fourth. Okay, you see, it will control the sequence of the instructions, that which instruction is going to do work first. So your home assignment is to write answers of these three questions from the exercise. Define hardware and write the names of 5 different hardware. So what are hardware? The physical part of a computer that we can see and touch are known as hardware. Those parts which can see and touch, like mouse, monitor, printer, CD, DVD, modem, these are hardware devices because we can see and touch them. Next is motherboard. Write motherboard and names of different devices attached to it. A motherboard or system board is the main circuit board of the computer. It is the backbone of computer. All the computers are plugged or connected with it. There are some devices, processor, input, output, and storage devices. And last question is about processor. It is brain of a computer. It is a silicon chip fixed on the motherboard. All the calculation decisions are made by the processor. So there are two components, arithmetic and logic unit and control unit.